Greetings, and welcome to the old school Runescape. Today, we are doing the quest called Biohazard. It's about a hazard with biological properties. You will need to have completed Plague City. You will also want to get some priest gowns. You can get these in Varrock. Start the quest by speaking to Alina, who is busy being ugly in her house in East Ardown. She managed to get some samples of the evil that has contaminated the west side of the city, but accidentally left all of her evil examining equipment in the west side of town, and she's totally not going back over there because she is too rich to talk to the poor people. Speak to her neighbor, Jericho, the bird selling man. He can get you into West Ardown because he has connections with thieves. Talk to Omart, owner of the popular shopping center Omart Smart, at the southern end of town. He will let you use an Omart discount ladder to get into the west side of town, but you'll need to distract the guards in the nearby watchtower, even though you are outside their line of sight, because the render distance is so low. Return to Jericho's house and blatantly steal his bird seed and a cage of birds. Walk to the guard tower and use your bird seed attack on the tower. Now release the birds. While the guards are busy with the flock of carnivorous pigeons and the dying schoolchildren, scale the wall. Go to the building in the northeast part of West Ardown. You can't enter it because the staff is on lunch break, so we'll have to punish them for their dependence on food. Grab a nearby rotten apple, break into their encampment, and blatantly throw it into their stew in full sight of everyone. This gives everyone the West Nile virus and guarantees their death. Now head to the south end of town and look for Sarah's house. Blatantly run in her house and steal her doctor's gown right in front of her face. When you put the gown on, you will look just like a real doctor. I think it's the Viking helmet that really sells a disguise. Return to the house of people who are effectively dead, and you will be allowed in because they think you're a doctor. Now blatantly run upstairs and kill the mourners of the virus victims in full view of everyone. Take the key one of them drops and barge into their storage cage and take Alina's distillator. Return to Alina and she will immediately test her evil sample, but she then realizes that she doesn't know anything, so you will have to deliver the sample plus 3 sodas to her friend Guida in Varrock. But first, you will need to visit a chemist in Remington. Warning. Warning. Teleporting with these items in your inventory may cause them to break, resulting in global war, volcanoes, and binge drinking. Please bank your items, then teleport, then withdraw them from the bank. Somehow make your way to the British colony of Remington and speak with the chemist. As long as you don't mention anything about a plague, he will give you an item called touchy paper. Be careful what you say to it, or it might get mad. Now we need to figure out a way to get our sodas to Guida in Varrock, since he lives in a soda-free zone. Talk with the men just outside the chemist's house and they will agree to smuggle your sodas because of reasons. Give Chaucy the honey because he can't figure out how it works. Give Davancy the Athenia because he doesn't know what it is. Give Hops the sulfuric bromine because he would just jump up and down on the other two. Carefully transport your touchy paper and sample of evil to Southeast Varrock in a way that doesn't involve you teleporting with them in your inventory. After a quick TSA approved search, collect your sodas from the men in the nearby drinking establishment. We now need to speak to Guida, but his nagging wife won't let you in unless you're a priest. Equip the priest gowns now. I think the blood-stained scimitar really adds to my holy disguise. Enter the house and give the sodas and evil sample to Guido. He comes to the conclusion that evil is not real, confirming post-modernity philosophies and completely absolving us of any crimes we may or may not have committed. Return to Alina and explain the situation. She thinks you should tell the king. So just walk to the second floor of the king's castle and explain to him that you know all about his facade. He will admit to his crimes, saying that he invented evil in order to cover up a recent outbreak of West Nile in the western part of Ardown. Well, I guess I can live with that, especially since it finishes a quest. The reward is 3 quest points and some villainry experience. If you're wondering how you can get villainry experience in a world where evil doesn't exist, then you obviously haven't thought about it enough.